subtraction.
Yes.
Okay. I have a question for you first. I want to know what words you guys know that mean the same thing as subtraction. Brian.
Minus.
Minus. Okay, I'm going to write some of these down. So let's see all the different words we can find. What color should I do? Green?
Purple.
Let's do green.
Purple.
Oh, Maggie wants purple.
No.
Okay, well, purple doesn't show up very well. I'm going to do white. That will show up.
No.
Okay, minus. Who knows another word that would mean the same thing as subtraction? Ryan? No? Ethan?
Less.
Less. Good. Less. We can even say less than.
More.
That might be adding, yeah. Fewer? Yeah, if I say I want this many fewer than that, good. All right. Any other words that would mean subtraction? Little, I think they'd be about the same as less.
Little.
Ryan?
Count down.
Count down. I can think of another one that's kind of like count down. If I say that let's say Riley has 10 balloons, but I'm going to take away 3. That usually means subtract, right? Take away? That'd be subtract? Okay. So these are all words that could mean subtraction. Yeah. Downwards, yep. If you have a number and I say go down this many, if you have 50 but go down 10, then that would be subtraction. Okay, so this is my problem for you. Now I know that you guys have done subtraction before, but what we're doing is this is the beginning of you guys learning how to subtract bigger and bigger and bigger numbers. So today, I want to make sure that you guys can tell me why it works. Okay, so we're going to be using, you guys have your base 10s, your 10s and 1s blocks there. Then you have a box. In a minute, I'll have you get them out, not yet. Here's my question. Here's my first problem for you. Everybody look at the board. You ready? Okay. Here we go. Miss Hatcher's class saw 76 butterflies in the garden. Then Mr. Griffin ran through the garden and he scared 52 butterflies away. How many butterflies are left? So, here's the thing. I don't want an answer yet. I want to talk about how we're going to do this. But here's another way that we would know subtract. Away. So like that, I said take away. Sometimes they just use the word away.
Give away.
So give away, yeah, if you give away things, that's subtract.
Scared away.
Take away, scared away. But the word away can help you know it means subtract. Okay, I want to model this today using your base 10 blocks and your 1s blocks. So here's my question for you. How many butterflies did you guys see to start? Tristan? 76. So I want everyone on your sheet, I want you to make 76 for me. What is 76? Let's see if you guys can build 76. How many is that? Is that too big? How many is that?
100.
100 too big?
And 1,000.
Okay, so you guys are building for me 76. Good. So you got 70. Now how do you do the 6? Oh, that's not a 10. So nice and neat.
I'm done.
You can look at a neighbor and see, do you guys have the same thing? Do you have 76? Okay, so you're going to put it on.
I'll take a pink. I want pink. I want pink. Why do you need a pink? Because then look.
Alright, let's see. Do I see 76? Okay, how did you guys know to pick up these?
Because you're 10.
They're 10s. Good. And how many of these do you have, Jonathan?
7.
Why?
Because it's 7, 6.
Okay, so place value.
1.
This 7 is the 10s, right? So you all knew to pick up 7 10s. And then this 6
It's the 1.
is the 1's place, so you picked up the little squares. Yours is very creative. Your 10s are in your 1s and your 1s are in your 10s. There we go. I like that better. Okay, so now, what did Mr. Griffin do? He scared 52 away. So you have 76 butterflies on your sheet right now, but 52 of them just got scared away. So what are you going to do? They got scared away. They're out of your garden. All right, so bye-bye, 52. So we got to find 52. That's how many. 10, that's 20, right?
Okay.
We got to go to 52. So this would be 50. And then how many? So he scared away 52. Katie knows. Okay, so here are my base 10 blocks. Tell me, you guys, look at your butterflies that are left. I'm going to do my butterflies up here. I'm going to cross them out. You tell me if we get the same answer. So Mr. Griffin came. He did what he does well, scares people. And 52 of them went away. So how many is that if I take that out?
You are 60 now.
Let me do this. How many did I take away if I cross that out?
60.
How many is gone?
10.
10. Now how many are gone?
20.
Now how many?
30.
Now how many?
40.
Now how many?
50.
50. Now, this is where I know I have to stop with the 10s because I took away 52. So I got my 50. Now how do I take away 2?
No, take away 2.
2 little squares.
2, 1.
Square, square. Okay, so how many do you guys have left on your sheet?
24.
And do I have 24?
Yeah.
Yes, we're all smart. So we did 76 minus 52, and we got 24. Now, here's something I want to ask you. Do you guys know how to write this problem as an equation? Since I'm teaching algebra next period to my 8th graders, I just figure I might as well do some algebra today with you, right? How would I write this as an equation? What did we do? What did you guys build first? What did you start with?
76.
76. Okay, so you started with, and this is how we write equations. You just write it down in the order you did it. You started with 76.
Minus.
And then, Claire, what did you do with your 76? You minus 52. And then what did I ask you guys? I asked you what?
How many butterflies are left?
Okay, so we don't know the answer yet. Let's pretend we don't know it yet. You guys have it in front of you. So this is what you do. You would say that that equals, and then this is where you get to pick a really fun symbol. Whatever symbol you want. Now, I'm a math teacher, and I am really bad at art. So if I was good at art, I'd probably draw a really cute butterfly or something. But math teachers aren't very good at that. So I'm going to say B for butterfly. If you guys can draw something cute, you can draw it. Okay? So, you guys can probably draw better than I can. My drawing level is not quite 2nd grade.
Wait, did you say, Mom, 60 plus minus 52 equals butterfly?
Equals how many butterflies are left?
76 minus 52 equals B.
We're letting B, now let's take a look. So what we're doing is I'm choosing to let my B be equal to the butterflies that are left. You guys are going to start doing this more and more. I know in 3rd grade you'll do it a little bit. In 4th grade you'll do this even more. Maggie's sister Emily's in 4th grade, and in her math, almost every time she does a problem, they want her to write it like this first. So this is good for you guys. On your homework, there's a bonus. If you can write some equations, you can get some bonus points.
When are we going to get what equation? Multiplication.
Next year.
Yeah!
Okay, so I chose to let B be my butterflies butterflies left, and I wrote that. Now you guys know the answer. What's the answer? How many butterflies are left? 24. So this is how I write my answer then. I can say this. I'm here, I can say B equals 24, and then I can say 24 butterflies left. Good. You guys are good at subtracting, aren't you? Ready for another one?
Yeah.
All right, let's do another one.
I'm better without the board.
Let's do some that don't have a story problem to it. So I want you guys to build this one for me right now. So what are you starting with?
39.
39. So everybody go ahead on your thing and make 39. Good. 30. And then you need to make 9 ones. And you gotta pick ones for yourself. Dump them in there. Yeah. I see that a lot of groups are pouring. Look, why don't you pour all your ones in here, and then it's easy for everybody to share. There you go. Okay, everybody build for me 39. Nice. I like how you arranged your 9. You need 9 into a really nice little square. That's something that you can't do with a lot of numbers, but 9 is called a square number. You can do that.
How about 4?
You can finish it already? Okay. Everybody build for me 39. Okay, put your 39 there. Oh, you're here. Good. Now, what am I taking away?
18.
I'm taking away 18. Now, don't take it and put it back in the box. Just slide it down to the bottom. Everybody slide 18 of them down to the bottom of the sheet so I can see. So I'm subtracting. I'm taking away 18. Good. So leave it at the bottom. So go ahead, Jacinta, and pull 18 down here. And then take a look and tell me what's left.
21.
You got 21 left? You got 18 away? Good. So Sean, pull 18 of them down. There's 1. And that's your 8. You got 21 left?
Don't put yours away.
Yeah, don't put them away. Just put it down to the bottom of your screen. So this here and those. Yep. And then 21's left. Good. Now, Miss Hatcher, in a few days, is going to be teaching you guys how to do this in a different style of writing the numbers. But today, we just want to make sure you really understand if you had 3 tens.
I like the way going down.
Yep, you'll do that next. Good. If you had 3 tens, and I took away 1 10, how many tens do you have left? 2. So take a look up here. No, I'm giving you a smaller problem. If you had 3 tens, Ethan, take a look. If you had 3 tens and I took away 1, just think 3 minus 1. How many tens are left? 2. If you had 9 ones and you took away 8 ones, 1. So it's kind of like there's 2 subtraction problems in one here. 9 minus 8 is 1, and you guys have 1 there, and then 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, let's do this one. Everybody build 65. What time did we go? 35? Okay, we're building 65, and then once you have 65 built, you're going to slide down 23, because we're taking away 23. Just slide it to the bottom so I can see it. Good, so you got your 65. Good.
41.
And 5. Oh, let's put these
42. 41.
Alright, so you got 65. Now you're going to slide 23 away.
42.
Nice. Take 23. So slide your 23 down.
42.
How's that 8? Those are 1s. They're not 4s. If you said those are 4s and we're counting in base 4, and then math gets very confusing.
Base 4.
We'll say base 4 math for when you're in 9th and 10th grade, and then you'll make your minds hurt. Yep.
Make your minds what?
I'm going to make your minds hurt. I'm going to make your brains explode with math.
No.
It's my goal.
No.
Talk to the high schoolers. Alright, so, again, I want you guys to look. I'm here. It's like you guys did 2 different subtraction problems. So everybody built 65, right?
Right.
And then from the 6, okay, and everybody look up here. I want everybody's eyeballs on me right now. Look up here. I don't see Sean's eyeballs. There they are. Everybody looking?
Yep.
You had 6 tens. How many did you slide down?
2
tens. So what is 6 minus 2? 4.
4.
So it's like you did a subtraction problem with the tens. Then you had 5 ones. And how many did you slide down? 3. And what's 5 minus 3? 2. 2. So you end up with 42. Good. Now, we're going to make these problems a little bit more tricky when we make them story problems. We use other words. Also, it's not always going to be that they want the answer. They're not always going to say 65 minus 23 is what? Sometimes they're going to say, you don't know how much you had. But you know that after you took away 12, there were 27 left. What did you start with? They get trickier. So we're going to try some trickier problems here, okay? Oh, Maggie and Riley. Oh. Okay, I want to write an equation for this one and then solve it. And if you want to use your base 10 blocks to solve, you can. But here's what I want. I want you to help me write an equation.
What equation?
Equation. I'm going to show you again how to write this. Maggie has 45 flowers. What happened to Maggie's flowers?
You had 45 flowers.
What happened to her flowers?
Riley
Riley took them away. Okay, so what did we start with? No, I didn't say she stole them. Maybe you said, Riley, feel free to take some. So what did we start with?
45.
45. So that's the first thing. You guys, Sean just said, what's an equation? Everybody look. You started with 45, and then what happened?
Minus the
Why minus?
Because Riley
Took away. So this is where the English, you guys have to know, took away means minus. And how many did Riley take? 32. And then this is what we want to do. We want to know how many are left. This is where you guys can use a fun symbol. I'm really good at drawing flowers. Isn't that beautiful? Pretty. I can even color it. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, I got yellow.
Sunflower.
I'm really good at coloring. I even almost stay in the lines. Okay, this is an equation. I don't know how many Maggie has left yet, so you put a symbol there. Anything you want. A little picture. You could put a letter. If you're not good at drawing, you could put like an F for flower. You could put a question mark. I think a lot of times they do question marks. So you could write it like this, 45 minus 32 equals question mark. Okay, I want you guys to solve this for me. If you want to use your base 10 blocks, you can. Or you can solve it by doing some of the tricks of looking at tens and ones. What does Maggie have left? Ooh, Celine did it. 13, right? Celine did it with her base 10 blocks. Anybody else do it? Okay, so tell me, Ethan, how did you do it?
I just do it by looking at them.
Okay, but what did you look at first? Because you have to do it in parts.
I grabbed the bigger number first and
The
then
4 or the 5?
the 4.
Okay, so Ethan looked at the tens first. He had 4 tens, and then what?
And then the 3, and then I put it on the bottom, and then I minus it and 1.
Okay.
And after 5 minus 2 is 7.
Good. So you guys can look at it this way. You had 4 tens. Maggie had flowers. There were 4 tens in her flowers. And then Riley took away 3 groups of 10. So that leaves Maggie 1 group of 10 left. And then you can look at it and say, well, there were 5 single flowers, and I took away 2 single flowers, and that gives me 3 single flowers. Good. Is there another way you could do it?
I was doing it that way.
Hayden did it that way too?
I didn't do it.
How did you do it?
I was just thinking, if I had 40 and then she took away 3, it's like you're taking 3 away from 4.
Okay.
3 away from 4, then 1.
1. Uh-huh.
5 plus 2 equals 7. Like, but then you're taking like 4 away from 5.
Well, you had 5 singles, and if you wouldn't add the 2 though, what are you supposed to do with the 2? And then take away the 2 and get 3? Okay. Is there another way you could do it? No. Anybody have another way? Don't ever think there's only one way to do a math problem. A lot of people don't think math has a lot of creativity, but there is a lot of creativity. Here's another way. What? Do you have one?
Minus down.
Minus down, like what? Tell me.
Like 45 minus 42.
And then you subtract them that way? Okay, and then when you do it that way, you usually do the 5 minus the 2 first, right? And the 3, and then the 40 minus the 30. What if I wanted to add? I want to add. I want to solve this problem by adding. How can I do it?
Oh.
What?
45 plus 32.
That's not going to give me 13 though. I should still get 13 as an answer, but I want to add.
You can use the different numbers.
I want these numbers, but I want to add. You guys remember what we did with fact families? Oh yeah, yesterday you reviewed fact families, didn't you?
They did it in triangles. We could put it into a triangle and see what our numbers are.
So our numbers, that's the biggest number at top?
Biggest number on top.
So I'm going to put the 45 here.
Where is it?
Here's my triangle.
I don't see it.
You see it now?
Yep. You teleported it.
What else do I put in my triangle then?
32.
And then?
13. And 13.
Okay. So how could I add to solve this problem?
13.
Okay, and let's say I didn't know the 13, right, Jonathan? So let's say that I take the 13 away, and I put a, oops, not that. I put a question mark here. But if I wanted to add then, you could say 32 plus
13.
what, or plus question mark, equals 45. Okay, so Riley's holding 32 flowers in her hand. And I know that there should have been 45 to start. Do you know what I'd do for Riley? Here, Riley, you put 32 in front of you, right? This is what I'm going to do for Riley. She has 32, and I know I need to get to 45. And I want to add. So I'm going to say, well, Riley, I'm going to give you 10. Okay, how many does Riley have now?
40.
42. Okay, and I need to go to 45, so I don't want to give Riley any more 10s. Now I'm going to give Riley a 1. What does she have?
43.
I'm going to give her another one.
44.
I'm going to give her another one.
45.
How many did I give Riley?
45.
How many did I give her? 13. So I gave Riley 1 10, and I gave her 3 1s, and that took me back to the 45 that I know Maggie had.
So 13 plus
32 is 45. So if you guys struggle with subtracting, or if you're not sure your subtracting is right, add back on to try to get up to the big number, and that'll help. All right, let's try another one. Thanks, Riley and Maggie. Oh, Hayden and Brian.
Oh, good, they're friends. They're friends.
Did I spell Brian's name right? I did. All right, ready? Hayden had some. Now this one's hard. Hayden had some Legos. We don't know how many Legos Hayden had, but Brian took 15 Legos away, and now Hayden has 13. And he's crying. All right. I'm only going to call on people who are seated. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Claire, sit down.
Is that how many he had?
I want to know how many Legos did Hayden start with, Howard?
So, 2.
He started with 2? Well, I think the difference is 2. Let's make an equation before we answer, just to see if you're right. Hayden, you get to choose. What would you like to use as a symbol to represent the Legos that you had? Don't give me something hard to draw or I'm going to cry.
A Lego.
A Lego? Ooh, I can probably draw a Lego.
Lego. One Jago guy.
Oh, I'm not drawing an Ninjago guy. Here's a Lego for Hayden. It's the 6.
Does that look?
Isn't that beautiful?
No, Lego.
That's a
That's why we
Lego.
need to write a Lego.
There you go. Hayden's Lego.
Lego.
Just pretend. Okay, those are Hayden's Legos. Brian, what did you do?
I have Lego right now. 15.
What does it mean to take something away? What math operation did you do?
Lego.
You took it away. What did you do? Subtracted it, good. So Brian subtracted how many from Hayden? 15. And now what?
Plus 13.
Plus 13?
Yeah. Because that equals 23.
Now in my equation though, is this going to be right if I do Lego minus 15 plus 13? Does that look right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it's minus 13. Take away the
Equations are tricky because it requires you to use an equal sign, and learning what the equal sign means is really tricky for second grade. What we have to do here is we have to say Hayden had some, Brian took 15 away, now, so currently, our current amount, and that's where we put the equals. Now he has how many? 13. Okay, so now we can use fact families here.
Oh.
Did Hayden have more or less than 13 to start?
More
or less than 13?
More.
So if I do my fact family triangle, like if I do this, Hayden had something, we don't know what, but it was more. And then my other numbers are 15 and 13. What's the answer?
28.
28. How did you solve it?
Plus 10 plus 10 is 20, so 5 plus 3 equals 8.
So it's interesting that this is a subtraction problem that you added. Is that okay?
I too.
So you can add?
Yeah.
Good. So because you know that Hayden's number would be the number at the top of your fact family, right?
Yeah.
And that once you took away 15, it'd be 13. So you could say 28, so you said the answer is 28. You could say that 28 equals 15 plus 13. How else could I write this? I want to write some other statements here with 28. I could say 15 plus 13 equals 28. Can somebody give me a subtraction problem that would work? You already answered one. Who? Claire, can you give me a subtraction? No?
Me.
Who's brave? Celine, can you give me a subtraction problem?
No.
Your name's not Celine. Nice. 28 minus 13 equals 15. Good. And I think that there's one other subtraction problem we could use. Who else can give me one? Sean?
28 minus 15 equals 13.
Nice. And any of those would help you guys, but it's what Miss Hatcher taught you yesterday.
Fact family.
The fact families are really important for subtracting because usually we're a little bit better at adding than subtracting, so you can use your fact families to help you. All right, let's see. Do I have any more examples? Ooh, okay, this is our last example. Take a minute. I'm going to read this to you and think it through. Use your base 10 blocks or use fact families and let's see what you get. Ready? There are 38 students on the playground. If you're going to use base 10 blocks, then build that right now. There are 38 students on the playground. Then, some students left to play basketball. 15 students stayed on the playground. How many went to play basketball? So I'd like to see everybody put 38 on their map, just so we can model this. So everybody put 38 on your map. You have 38 people on the playground. You can imagine them right outside these windows where you wish you were right now. Good. So you've got 38 people. But you know what's more important than knowing the answer?
Yeah.
Knowing the right way to solve it.
I know how.
Because a lot of people know the answer, but when I say, why did you get that, or how did you get it, they can't answer me.
I know. I
Good.
can.
I will ask you in a moment.
I can.
Okay,
I know.
so I want to see what you guys did. Tell me what you're going to do on your mat. You have 38 people. What are you going to do? You're not taking 15 away. I said 15 people stay. So what do we do? If 15 people are staying, you can't take them away. What would you do?
38 minus 15 equals 13.
But I can't take 15 away. They stayed.
So the 13 becomes the basketball. Yeah.
Oh, so you're figuring out...
18. 18 becomes... Yeah.
Is it 13? Is it 13? What do you have here? Not 13. Don't you have 23? Is it 23 or is it 13? You have 23 on there. So how do we do this on our base 10 chart? Yeah. What are you going to do? You had 38. And then what did you do?
You 38. And then you
So I had my 38. What do I do?
cross what?
What should I do to my 38?
I crossed off.
We want to have.
But I want them to be there. I want 15 to be there. 15 should stay. So I should see 15 on all your maps right now, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I see everybody with 15? Okay, Claire's got 15. So what did you do, Claire? How do you have 15 still on the playground?
I left 15.
So you have to count what you took away. Okay, so listen, this is a different way to show it. You need 15 on your mat right now. So, Riley, I want 15 people here. So, where's your 38? 38. So now, I want you to leave 15. So take away everything but 15 and slide it over to the side. Just so you can see. So, I'm going to circle this up here. Take a look. I'm going to circle 15. 10 and 5. Those 15 are staying. So then the other ones take away. So Celine, how many did I take away? 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So you got to count how many you took away. All right. I think they're ready.
I think they are.
I have my Mrs. Griffin's special worksheet for your math homework tonight. 4 just simple subtraction problems, no story problems, and then 3 story problems. And the story problems, you get bonus on them.